All right.
All right, all
You, you,
right.
you, you.
Welcome, people, to the Uncouth Truth.
Welcome.
All right, with your host, Impenetrable, the Rebel, Rexdale Rasta, and
Rah.
with my co host.
Yes. It's your girl, Rita Pearl. Hi, guys.
And definitely here with the Uncouth Truth, our show definitely likes to hit on topics that many people don't want to hear the raw truth in regards to what we're discussing,
Yeah.
but we're going to bring it out to light. All right. And definitely have to give a shout out there to the producer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's the one that's doing all the sound effects back there, but you don't see him. But salute yourself in out of place there,
You
big man.
done
Rastafari,
know, man.
samurai.
Never leaving you dry in your eye. Exactly.
All right.
And I approve this message nationwide. You done know. We on episode 3. Uncouth
Yes,
Truth.
we are. We are here, and yeah, so we are here to talk about a few things as per usual. So, what's going on today? What are we talking about today? Let me get some water. Start it off impenetrable.
All right, then. So I came across a post that kind of like resonated with me and a few of the fellas, and I asked them their opinion on it. So I'm going to have it read out while the producer posts up the picture of it. All right. And let's just get like a little moment there.
That whole paragraph.
Yes, please.
We'll put that on the over. Just
All right. So once it goes up, I'll just read it and then we'll definitely go truly into the discussion and getting everyone's opinion and their perspective on like this post.
Okay.
All right.
here we go.
Okay. It goes, as you guys can see. Dear men, let me tell you a secret. Women don't want a good man until they are damaged. Good men are never an option until a woman is tired of being played, until a woman has kids with a guy that doesn't want anything to do with her, until she gets old, until she wants a stepfather for her child, until she wants a husband. Early in life, most women choose wrong guys, and then after those guys spit them out, having used them, they now want a good man. The same good guy they thought was boring, the same good guy they did not want to talk to. Truth is, good guys deal with damaged women mentally, psychologically, emotionally. Bad guys get the best years. Good guys deal with women with insecurities, women with anger and trauma. Don't get played. That's why I say, let me update you when you start noticing certain behaviors from your woman. Class dismiss. Now, this is from a lady stating this out.
Okay.
Now, for me, I can agree how she's generalized like all women
Yeah.
in this statement here or the paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
It should be definitely saying some.
Okay. You know what? I honestly have to be honest. And maybe this is growth talking.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that you pointing out the generalization point makes sense. Um, but if I really think about it, and if we put the shoe on the other foot, and if that was a man writing about men,
I would agree with it to a certain point.
I think that w- both can be said
I
on
agree.
both
Thank you.
spectrums. So for
Yes.
me, I'm not offended by it because I think that it's true, but I just think it's true on both spectrums, men and
I
women. That's
agree.
all.
Yeah. I think it is true to a degree because like remember now, like as we were growing up, and this is what I was like showing to my boys and everything.
Hmm.
Girls were like attracted somewhat a little bit more so to the bad boy
Hmm.
growing up
Hmm.
because the bad boy
Hmm.
actually exerted more of kind of like an alpha male attractiveness
Mhm. Mhm.
to the ladies
Yes. And then the good girls were attracted to the bad boys as well. So
from that.
the good girls were attracted to the bad boys, right?
And the good guys were attracted to the bad
And
girls.
the good guys are attracted to the bad girls.
Exactly.
Typically, like that was definitely something that I could say that I went through a bad boy phase. Um
I think a lot of
Actually, to
ladies
this
and a lot
day,
of
I'm not gonna say I don't. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm trying to learn, Father. I'm trying to learn. All right, so, but yes, attraction wise, there is, but you have to come to a point in your life where you are discern what is best for you.
of
Now, like
characteristics.
I said, all those scenarios can apply to both sexes. There are women out there, good women out there who end up with the who have men who want to double back and want to come back and be with them the same way,
I
because
agree.
now why they realize that the bad girl situation wasn't working out for them, or the gold digger situation wasn't working out for them.
Or this is what it is when they find out that they're getting great sex from the woman, the personality is not really a great matchup as well.
That's right.
So you had a lot of these guys falling for, like, as you said, good guys falling for bad women
Yeah.
in regards to their being pleasured and not looking at the full characteristics of a woman in regards to, like, being that type of like woman for a household, having kids with
Yeah.
all this stuff. It was just literally a fun thing.
Same thing for good women. Same thing where we just, we're more. I think the problem is, like I said, it comes back to discernment. A
Yeah.
woman is looking at naturally a woman's going to look at the vibe, the energy, the chemistry you have with that person.
Mhm.
But is that what you should really be looking at? If this is someone you're genuinely interested in, shouldn't you be looking at what his job situation looks like? What is his future goals? Like, why are
I
we so
agree.
focused on, and then you're all you are is vibes and hang out and Netflix and chill, and then before you know it, you're doing the horizontal polka with old boy, and then you think, oh, that you guys are gonna have something. Meanwhile, you don't really know him, and then you realize that
The situation, yeah,
he's not looking for that, and he's interested in doing that with everyone.
that's true. Yeah.
So, like I said, it's just different situations, single fathers, there's single fathers out there too who only want to be with women who don't have kids, and I think that's absolutely crazy to me.
I've actually
I
seen
think
some
it's
guys like
very
saying that, yeah.
very listen, that
And I think that is kind of just being like more of a cheapskate, in my opinion, literally, because you're now more worried about your financial situation of being with a woman who
it's
has whatever.
selfish.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
selfish because what you're looking for from me is for me to accept your child, and I gotta be and love your child.
I agree.
Do you understand?
But like
But
anybody who
you
has a
don't.
child, it's a package deal. Like,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. But you don't want to do the same for me. Like my, you understand? There was a situation
Mhm.
actually that I was. Oh, it's so funny. I saw on IG. It was t- two women in a relationship. Okay,
Okay.
the
Lord have
the
mercy.
okay, so like this, there's like two types: the stud and the femme, right? So the
Mhm.
stud is like the dude and the femme is like the girl. Okay,
Yeah.
so apparently the femme always supports the stud's kids, like on their birthday, gets some cake or whatever. It was like, I guess they have one child, the stud has one child. So the femme now has a child too. Their birthday comes up. Says to the stud, "Hey, yo, like, can you help me out with so and so's birthday, just like I helped your child out?"
Yeah.
And the stud said, "Nah,
What?
can his father take care?" Yeah,
But wait,
this is
they're
what
in
I
a
was like.
relationship
Wow,
together now, though.
they're in a full on relationship.
I
Like,
idiot thing that right
yeah,
there. Regardless, man with woman or whatever this foolishness are going in the world right now, I idiot thing. No,
okay,
a
listen,
partnership is supposed to be a partnership, bro.
exactly. If I didn't have kids, then maybe I would have the right to say, okay, I don't want a guy with kids. But once I have children, I no longer have the right to open my mouth and say I don't want nobody with kids. I need to go and either figure that out, like fix myself, or find someone who's going to be okay with me accepting me. Because honestly, let's be honest, you have a higher chance of getting into a successful relationship with someone who also has children. If you're looking for someone who's single, you're looking for them to also accept your child and they ain't got no kids. And what if they don't want to be in a situation with somebody who's got kids? So it becomes quite complicated, right?
I've definitely grown up where I've had some experiences being around like a step parent, as you would say.
Right.
And I got to see both sides where you have a step parent that demised you for being from a different father or having a different perspective.
Right.
And then you have the other ones that just literally accepted you as like, well, if I'm in the partnership with this person is going to be treated just as much as like a child
As their own.
as my own.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
For me, when I hear those type of things, it just shows like how less of an adult you are.
Absolutely.
Completely and fully.
Absolutely.
Like you're not even ready for like a relationship.
Yeah.
Yet.
Absolutely.
Like just stay on your lonely road, lonely path then. Like don't like entertain nothing. Don't even be on a dating site. Don't even try to like meet somebody out there at a bar. You're an idiot then. like truly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're not ready for one then.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Okay. So do we have any other perspectives, Rastafari Samurai? We got anything you wanna
Because the one thing that I wanted to touch though before we even get to Samurai
go ahead.
was about like the whole good guy, because the reason why I was like saying it amongst my friends and everything is because we've also seen it, and it's just like what you said, vice versa, where you could have a guy where they would say they're square.
Yeah, right.
They are goody.
Yeah.
But because they're square,
right,
they boring. I don't want to deal with that.
Gosh, I'm sorry.
I don't want to have no experience with no boring goody two shoe.
So hold up a second here. I heard this before, before.
Because we say the same thing with women. Like if you're a good guy, you don't want no
pretty
boring
much
goody two shoe women. You want like
so
a little
pretty much
excitement.
they want that bad guy so they could know that they could tame him.
No, I'm not saying that I'm looking for.
No, wait. What, let me finish here. The bad guy, right? Because he's so bad, and now he come across whoever, right? They be the one to soften him up. Not true?
Emotional control.
No, not true. Because good girls like bad guys all the time.
Yes, because we're idiots.
Because you know why I'm saying this?
Because
personally, okay, I went through a phase. Okay, you want to hear some shit? I'm gonna get down to earth right here, right now. So yeah, the single life, and there's certain women who are broken, and I don't understand this. It's like you're the fall guy, the one with the shoulder to cry on until that guy gets out of prison. You know what I mean? Because check this out. And when he comes out of prison, you don't exist no more. Okay? So when they're broken and they're like vulnerable and all of that and everything, you thinking you're the hot stuff and everything and all of that. Meanwhile, you're not the hot stuff. No, you're not. You are not. You are not. You are not. You are not.
Who hurt you?
What do you mean, who hurt me? What are you talking about? I'm more than one. What are you talking about? I said a face, didn't I? Okay. All right then. So I was wondering what the hell's going on. I was wondering what the hell was going on here. All of a sudden, man, them are going to prison and women are looking at them more attractive. I don't get this shit.
Who told man them to go to prison though, Bridget?
Samurai, you hit a great note in regards to how both sides is like as we said in like our conversation here, how good people after they get hurt by the bad partner,
you
notice how they're always quick to run to the good one to I should have,
because
so it's literally proven fact that this happens.
So true.
And when I heard other people trying to get mad at me or like saying like, oh, this is like, what is it, generalization and hatred information and all that stuff. I'm like, thinking you're being blind to what is really like
Yeah, you
trying to
gotta
get at situation.
read. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
really read. You know,
the whole
you gotta
thing.
read to understand. You don't just read just because when you know how to read words. Like you gotta read to comprehend, and you gotta
Yeah.
sit down. And you gotta actually process it first before you actually come up with a emotional response or reaction. You know, that's the one thing I could honestly say is the best way to handle it. But a lot of people don't do that. They just read a few lines and then they're automatically
They
triggered, and they
focus on
and
just
then
that
they start
one specific
and
part.
then they
Yeah.
start with the you know
You ever notice that with these people? It's
yeah
like you could have a whole
the
entire
texting
paragraph.
terror is where they start, and then that's it.
You
Yeah.
ever notice that you have a whole entire paragraph of
Oh yeah.
something explaining something,
Yeah.
and the only thing they focus on was like sentence number 3 or number
Exactly.
6, and that was the
Exactly.
only thing that they're like literally
Exactly.
on. And I'm just like,
Exactly.
are you catching the whole comprehension
Yeah.
of the everything
And
all
sometimes
entirely?
people don't agree, and that's okay. They don't
And
have
that's
to
fine.
agree
Yeah.
respectfully, but respectfully. Don't come at me with no ignorance because you will meet ignorance.
Oh, good Lord, you gonna get my ignorance, and it's gonna be like Roman's
Yeah.
revenge. All right, like for real. Because especially when you're not coming with like an intelligent like rebuttal.
hmm
Ooh boy, that debate ain't gonna be looking good for your ass, yo. You're gonna be going back there and saying like, "Man, I knew I should have said this. And I knew I should have said that." You ever do that with some arguments? I did that a lot
Yeah.
before when I was younger. Where I
Yeah.
was like, "Damn,
Actually, to this
I got my
day,
emotions up, dude, and I
yeah,
wasn't
but
thinking straight of what
don't
to say."
exactly. And again, if you had sat down and processed and pondered and then responded, then maybe you would have. I'm the same. I've like come back and been like, oh, and I come up with something else I could have said that really would have hit home. And I'm like, damn it, because it's too late now. It's you don't want to go back and double back, but yeah, that's okay. But yeah, I agree with that. I'm not offended by it. I just think it shouldn't generalize as you were saying.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
was just like my whole
Uh-huh.
take on it. That like, yeah, it should never have generalized
Yeah.
because it did, saying that women, which means that they were just doing everybody on it when it should have said like, some.
Right.
All
Should
right.
have.
But now a spinoff from that is when you showed me the video there
Yeah.
on IG
Right.
about like the lady is on the date
Right.
and it's like, what is it, like a game show or something
So it's
like
like
that?
a single, I guess it's like a singles type of date, like a mixer type of dating event. Do we have the picture? You got it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's
because
gonna post the
as a nice
picture.
spinoff, it definitely shows like how it does work, like to both sides, as what we said earlier. Like, how are you passing up on a good woman?
hmm
Where you brought it up, and then I was just being jokingly. I said, "Well, I don't see a problem with it." But
Exactly.
there is a
So,
problem, though, of course. So on this talk show, folks, because the picture is just going to only be up, it's not the video.
uh-huh.
With this dating scene, as my co-host did, was that a lady was going to go up and introduce herself now to 5 gentlemen.
Yes.
Now, with the 5 gentlemen, they all had balloons in their hands.
Correct.
Now, if they are not interested in the woman, they pop the balloon.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
So this lady now, a nice, attractive lady, looking almost close to like a Serena type like woman.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful lady.
Yeah, for me,
All
beautiful.
right.
She's beautiful.
She
Mhm.
introduces herself as being a financial advisor working
Yeah.
for a well-established bank,
Well educated.
well educated, and
Mhm.
also used to be a personal trainer. So this is a lady that's well fit.
Absolutely healthy.
All right.
hmm
Now, I'm going to tell you that 4 out of the 5 guys instantly pop the balloon, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. And
And
that's really what
picture.
what I didn't understand. I think for me, I was just like,
I'll explain it.
what is it? What is it about her? And each of them had the similar response, and that was that she was too strong. Too strong. She's so
What do
strong.
you mean too strong? What do you mean
Yeah,
like
All right. I'll explain it.
Explain it, man.
And then one guy had a comment about her shoes.
Because I saw vice versa to this. I saw the it was the women. It was, I think it was the one guy, and it was the women instead. It was, I didn't see this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like, I don't know about this
There's
one.
a couple of them like
So-
this floating around on
The
it.
guys all had like a very like what I would say, and even the commentator on the IG video post
Mhm.
stated that, man, these are some like weak reasons of why you're not interested in this, strong, like good woman
She's beautiful.
and
Yeah.
beautiful lady.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this now, Rastafari.
Tell me, I need to know.
And also Rita.
I think all the women would love to know.
Go on.
The real thing is
feel bad.
this.
I hear this.
To certain men, if a woman is attractive and definitely strong, that means like she can handle her own to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Weak men are not going to find her attractive. Why? Because it's about now trying to have a control instead of being in a partnership with this lady.
Mhm.
When weak men come across a strong woman, I'm going to tell you guys straight up, they're going to feel intimidated.
Intimidation.
Because if they come across
Oh,
a woman
really? That's
where
what it is?
it's an intimidation factor, and it literally is to only weak guys because they've been programmed now
Yeah.
in regards to being like a provider or like a leader in some way. But most of these guys don't know how to be a provider,
Partner.
leader, and a partner in other assets compared to being with a woman who has her assets together.
Absolutely. That's why it's a partnership. I got my own, you got your own. We come together, we make it work. We
The
work,
problem
work,
is
work,
with a
build.
weak guy is that he doesn't feel like he's at a status plateau to being like as equal
So-
to actually being the partner with that
Oh,
lady.
hold up a second. So this, everybody rejected her.
Four
4 out of the 5.
out of the 5.
Four of
guys.
them.
Yeah.
4 of them.
So one of them only said, "Yo, I'm up for the challenge."
Exactly.
Okay. So all of them don't want to, how should I say? Use their brain and see what's the deal with this gal, why she is this way, right?
They don't want to use their brain because their brain.
No, because they're
Let me tell
programmed.
you,
The brain is
hold
programmed
on.
saying,
Exactly, my
the-
boy.
Hold on. First of all, they don't mind using one brain, but not the other brain because the other brain is going to require too much work and too much effort.
too much work and effort. So
Too much
okay,
work,
so
too
wait,
much-
hold up a
Too
second.
much too much using of this muscle.
So hold up
Too
a
much
second here.
work.
So are we? Is this like a hit and run thing, or is it a long term thing here? That's the
That she's
question.
looking. It's supposed to be a long term thing, but
So-
none of them are
Long-term
looking
thing.
for a long term thing.
So
with
that
her.
means, like I said, it's challenging for them to require what they think from this lady here.
Yeah, like Impenetrable said, she's already got everything, got her own. She ain't got to worry about nothing. A lot of these guys, they want a woman who's weak, who
Okay,
ain't
but
got much.
what? All right, there's got to
Okay,
be.
but looks cute.
I wish I seen this thing here.
and is
No,
short.
on the real, there's got to be something. There has to be something.
She's
What
too
is
tall too.
what is
a
like?
lot of
There's
these
got
guys
to be
like
something.
short little.
Yeah, she was
5'5"
taller than
things.
some of the, like
What?
2 or 3 of the guys there. She was taller than them. So
Yeah.
Okay.
that was definitely, I already knew for those guys.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like their cutoff.
Okay.
because-
Yeah, that's understandable.
all right,
Okay.
Because if a woman is wearing heels and she's already taller than you before wearing heels,
Mhm.
yeah, brothers are just like, yeah, I don't know if I can.
Some
take
guys
that.
can't.
Man.
And that's it. But you know what? And that's interesting that you guys have that thing because that's the thing that I have. Well, I don't know if it's other
So,
women,
okay.
but
Well,
I have the same thing. If you're if you're like same eye level as me, it's too short for
so
me.
you know
You
what?
have to be
Just
taller.
diabolical a question here then.
Yeah.
What does a woman do when they are at that height, like taller than you, Tarotted? Because I saw something on IG and I was like, blood clot.
Oh, I saw that.
So what did they do when there's majority of the men them are not that size? Like I'm talking about almost Andre the Giant
Some of them have to compromise.
tallness.
You do what you got to do.
They compromise with a shorter dude.
Especially if you're living in a country or in a place where the population of tall men are very, very low and most of the men are short, you might
Welcome to
you might
Canada.
have to give up your preference.
Welcome to
Just
Canada.
to if you can't get out of the country to find somebody taller,
it
then
just it just
you
it
want
just dawned
kids.
in my mind. It
So
just really dawned in my mind. Yes, like, because you know why I say this, because in the past I had these conversations with women, and they be saying, I like a tall guy and all that, and then
Yeah,
they'd be
because one of
saying,
them
you
boy
you
like to
like
put
you
on heels when
no,
they
well,
talk.
not only that, I said you like to climb trees. So
That too.
you know what I mean? And meanwhile, they're like maybe 5'2" or 5'1". You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, they want like 6'5", and meanwhile they're like blood clat. What? Me not understand this. Me not understand this. You like really climbing?
well,
You know what I
actually,
mean?
okay, hold on. Wait. I have to speak on behalf of the short woman delegation.
Go on.
That's what you're gonna call him?
And the truth of the matter is the short women delegation, and that means the women who are, I would say,
Yeah.
around from 5 feet
Mm-hmm.
To 5'4"?
to about 5'4",
Because that's what's
Yeah.
out here.
because
Mm-hmm.
that is the below average
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
we prefer men that can pick us up. Uh, we like a man
And
who.
and and you
Wait, let me
and
finish.
one more thing I
Let me
just have to
finish.
say, you like to broke your
Yeah.
neck too. You like to broke your neck. You love to broke your neck too, because you have to go like so. You have to talk to them like so. Yeah. What's up? What's going on? And everything like that. How's the weather up there? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna ever see eye to eye until you're in the bed.
I'm so done.
You know what I mean? Straight.
Every time I come here,
This guy.
this man plays with me. What was I saying now? Because I couldn't hear
The
over
short
his
woman
big.
delegation pick you up and then continue on.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you gonna?
I knew
Are
what
you
you
gonna
were saying.
shush?
I knew what you were
You really
saying.
got your talk, Rastafari.
But you
Listen
asked
to the
what
man.
she was saying. I wanted to continue what she was saying. Pick you up and what?
I would love to continue if you would shut up.
Well, yo, me just want to hear what about the picking up business. We don't need to shut up, so let's go. Come on.
As
He
soon as
picking
you,
you up.
as soon as you shut the hell up, I
Well,
will.
yo, man.
I let the queen talk, the man.
Me I wait for her.
His mouth keeps going. Now,
Go on.
Love trouble.
we, the short woman delegation,
Yes.
we like things like we like to look up at our man. Look up. We like to look up. We like that.
Really?
We also like to
Go on.
we like to when we're hugging, we like to hang off your necks.
Wait, no, what do you mean hang off the neck?
So like when you know. Wait, listen,
What?
listen,
It's real
listen,
things you talk about.
listen.
No, go on,
Can
go
I
on. No,
listen?
no. Go.
I'm 6'3".
No, no. No. I want her to finish here. Go on here.
Shut
She's
up.
saying hanging off the neck. Go on.
Go on. Yes.
What I
Hanging
mean
off the
is,
neck.
when you're
Man, sure.
Oh, we're just talking. Go on, go on, go on.
Him not have no manners. Him a cut off the lady while she are talking on the show all the time.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right, mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Bless him.
Yeah. All right.
Bless.
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, like
We
you're
appreciate
saying,
it.
like you're saying, hanging from the neck. Go on here.
No,
Go on here.
No, mommy.
Continue on here. We're saying no screaming is going on here. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Apologize.
We don't know. All
Apologize.
right then. So, yeah, we heard you. We heard ya. All right then. Yeah. Now we're hanging next here. We're hanging next here. Go ahead. See, we just hung a
Okay,
neck
wait.
right there. So
Okay.
come on now.
I'm not gonna get to talk.
Man, I'm saying hanging the necks
And
just to
then
make
he
sure.
causes all the screaming. He just likes to instigate, and your
Yeah, you're well.
didn't we
instigating,
just
and I
get
wanna
we just
get
got
to the
Oh
cussed
nitty-gritty.
Lord of
we just
mercy.
got cussed out, and
She's still not get to the neck yet.
but
And we're still talking.
we just got cussed out.
I'm
He's still
listening
letting
right
us
here.
know.
By your mom and
Jesus
Oh
grandma.
my God.
Not just
Yo, the show must go on. So, yeah.
yeah, but your mouth must stop though.
Oh my God.
Your mouth must stop.
It is not going to
Let me know
stop
when it
until I'm
stops.
hearing you about them necks.
Let me know when he stops. His mouth no stop. Okay, so what I'm
Hear what he's
saying
gonna
is,
say.
most of us in the short woman delegation, we love things like, when we hug our man and our man's like, 6 feet, for example, you know, when you put your arms around his neck, and then when he stands up, it's like, you're hanging off his neck. That's what I'm saying.
Me still
Do you
confused.
understand?
Nope, 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 nope. You
Okay.
still have to wring your neck and look up and all of that. You can't
Oh,
catch him neck
see,
when you're all the
Did
way,
you
all the
understand?
way looking
Yes,
up in the tree.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? You have to climb up there. So, me not understand
1000%.
about the neck business here.
I
Me not
understand
understand
that
that.
you don't understand.
No,
Let's
you're
move on.
damn right. I will
You
not
understand,
understand
though.
it.
Thank you, sir.
You're damn
That's all
skippy. I
that I
won't.
need to know.
now
So,
let's get into the hot
wait, hold on.
Oh, go on.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Okay. I need to continue. I need to just give a couple more points. There's a certain amount of kind of like security, a little bit. I feel a little bit more safe, a little more protected. You know,
Mhm.
that's I don't know what it is. That's just yeah,
Where the man is taller.
From the
yeah,
sun.
yeah.
Yeah, short
Well,
guys can
I don't
definitely
doubt
stand.
that. I
well,
don't
we're
doubt
not.
it.
That's not the case. The case is that looking up in the neck and wringing the neck. You know what I'm saying? All the time. And what you said? Wait. You said protection. So you're
He doesn't.
protecting,
He doesn't.
protecting from the sun and the
Doesn't
He
give
rain
doesn't. Let's
because
reassurances.
they're so tall that they could cover you up. So yeah, I understand that part. Yes, I do. But I understand the wringing of the neck
It's
every
okay.
time.
You wouldn't. It's
You're
okay.
damn straight. I wouldn't.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
All
All
right.
right.
So let's move on.
Let's move
Topic.
on now.
Thank
So
you.
the
Yeah.
topic is going to be the big one now that everyone's totally in discussion about,
What's that?
where everyone has definitely saw 2 videos now of did he do it?
Did he do it?
Oh, he did it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, did he did it?
Did it too
So,
much.
So
I guess we should be talking first about this video, that surveillance that came out with
of the hotel.
of the at the hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me,
Everybody's seen
he's a
it.
dead man walking because literally to this day I don't understand. Like, if you are a father, a brother to a sister, your daughter, and witnessing seeing that being done to her,
Mhm.
low, like truthfully, that man shouldn't even be alive.
Well, you know what the
And I'm
real
gonna say it just as like, yeah, just straight up.
okay,
He
you know
shouldn't even be
uh,
alive.
everything I'm hearing you there, but here's my big question here now. All right, yeah, we know say money, protect certain things for the longest while. So now it just all of a sudden appear up from 2000 what 16?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're in
because did he pay to have it
2024,
Yeah.
right?
like
Yeah.
closed off?
Hmm.
As I try to
So
tell people,
Yeah.
money can cover
so here's the
your dirty deeds
question.
for only a
But
while.
it
Here's the
won't hide it.
but here's the big
Won't hide it.
question now. Who did he cheesed or pissed off or blackmailed for that to come out?
Or who did he pay? And then of course the money
Because I'm pretty
wasn't
sure he
enough.
wouldn't want that to come out, right?
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
sure that wasn't his choice
well,
that it
as
came
again
out.
now, remember he already pleaded like no contest to Casey's like lawsuit allegation and settled out of court very quickly. So you already know that there's something on you.
Sorry, Cassie, by the
Cassie,
way.
my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she
Right.
she she potted the dirt when him and I do.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And now that that came out, that you didn't even want to go through trial to defend your name.
Mhm.
Of course, there's going to be now like people paying now top dollar or even the feds of getting access because it's not like they can remove that video or anything. They have it.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
copies.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I guess you know what the weird part about it, I think, is this statute of limitations thing. Because they're saying now
Mm.
they cannot use it. It's not admissible in this case because
What?
of the fact that it happened back in 2016.
But yet with
But
Bill
then we could
Cosby,
exactly, but we could
what kind
argue
of
about
arms
we
of
could argue that Bill
America
Cosby happened back in the
is
1900s, okay? Right? And
Go
did
on.
where is he right now? And so what, so the only thing that I can deduce, because I'm not an American and I don't know American law to the full, is that
It's messed up.
is that they may have changed the statute of
So
limitations
that means
since
that
The
means
Bill
okay.
Cosby
Bill
So
Cosby
so
incident.
that means something could happen 25 years ago, right? Right?
Yeah,
And you didn't deal with the situation then, but all of a sudden you're blowing up now,
that's right.
right? And
Yeah,
yeah, we're gonna bring this up now.
yeah.
So that's cool. That I just want to know 25 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, whatever.
I don't
That's cool.
understand. What do you
How come you
mean?
didn't bring it up during the time before 30 years or 25 years ago
All right.
But
after?
you have to understand who this man was and
No,
in
I'm
that
just saying. No,
situation.
I'm saying in any general sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bill, good old Bill. You know, long like allegations coming up. Like I mean, I understand that. How come they didn't deal with the things
But
during
are you
those times?
but you're asking why victims didn't come forward sooner?
Well, you
Victims
wait.
were coming
No,
out.
Well,
They just never got
I know. I
arrested.
just want to ask. I'm asking if
well,
that's
the
what your
thing is,
question
but
is.
they're prosecuting him after when he's older. Why you didn't prosecute him when he's going on with the Cosby Show and shit? Huh? That don't make
Clearly,
no
no one was
sense.
talking back then.
Oh, but he was doing it. He was doing the show.
Yeah, he was
Everything's
doing
going
it.
great
Yeah,
and all of
yeah.
that. So how come you're
But
not
nobody
attacking him?
said, but nothing. Nobody came forward with what he was doing. The same way, nothing came to light until later with Epstein. It's the same situation.
All right,
Nothing came.
hold on with that one there. Not to
Yeah,
cut you guys off, but this is what I was just about to bring up.
yeah.
Anybody now noticing the elephant in the room with all of these type of like situations going on?
Well,
Mm.
Elephant in the room is definitely exposing out African American men, but not the other men of other cultures
oh yeah,
as
the,
well. It's
Yeah.
literally always
A
on
G
like the
E N
brothers
D A.
as setting like an example of a bar on
Yeah,
it. And I'm
of
not hearing
course.
about like
Forever. But remember, let's again continue, like I was saying earlier, to become conscious of the fact that this is a distraction for something bigger. What they are doing is it's a targeted. It's an agenda. It's a program. Of course, it's a part
we
of the
have one of
program.
our next gentlemen. He's gonna have a good quote on this. Go ahead, sir.
I just wanted to add. I just wanted to add to what you said and what Rita reinstated. This is bigger than what it really is showing in front of your face.
Exactly.
Because the real agenda is to wipe out the black men, to degrade the black men, to take them out of consciousness, right? Out of self reasoning, and out of every advancement, and everything that that
They
you
set them
guys
up
as
with.
culture and people have accumulated throughout the years, withstanding the struggle that has been thrown at you by the forces and the
Agreed.
powers that be. So yeah, you're right, Rita. This is a bigger distraction. They are trying to. This is a bigger distraction, and the agenda is to literally degrade the black men and to make it less than what it is. Especially with this whole gay agenda and everything else. You're fucking right.
Oh yeah,
That's why I
confusion.
said
The
it's the
agenda
whole
is
entire elephant in the
confusion.
room.
That's
When you
what the
pay
word
attention
is.
to patterns,
Yeah,
exactly, and you have to pay attention to patterns that are out there in life because they operate on patterns, folks.
of course, of course.
Regardless of whoever did anything, whoever did what,
But the problem is that same
It's
confusion is what is breaking down and disintegrating what is supposed to be the black family.
yes.
And I think that's a big part of our problem. And I don't know what it's gonna take for us to really get what's
But
really
I've also said
happening.
like the music is also an assistant to it because you don't hear music. Not to like go off the subject from the Diddy because we'll get back to it, of course, definitely because
Yeah.
it's all
we have some
related.
other like
It's all
Yeah.
related. Music is
But
related to it.
the music now also too is not like as I was just about to get to. It's not promoting in regards to like having a happy family with a marriage, good wife, being a good husband.
Nope.
It's all of this derogatory.
Yep.
Everything is just about the money.
Yep.
Everything is just about like as you
Yep.
said before,
Yep.
a lot of quantity, not quality.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
we also have our
It's about getting the
artists,
bag,
our
hustling.
producers,
Yeah.
everyone who's been contributing to this bullshit in
Mm.
regards to destroying the black family. It's not just on the outside, it's also on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Major contributors.
Very true. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
destroyers of the black community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Destroyers of the black community. You know,
So
for sure.
we definitely also have to look within in regards to like what we are doing that's self-destructing as well
Yeah.
as also seeing what is being programmed for us to be self-destructing.
Self
Yeah.
accountability. We
Absolutely.
as people need self accountability, and that's really huge. But how, can I ask you a question? But though, and just taking over for Sammy because he just went for a little breather right now.
Yeah.
How can we as people get away from everything that is deteriorating us and really um create a difference so that so to get away from this, not to be a
Do you
part of
have
the
a
problem? How
response
can we
for it?
do
Because I
that
have one.
when we live in the society and the world that we live in? How can we do it? Because
Okay.
if being a pacifist is the answer, right? Then that
The
mean
only
wouldn't that
honestly,
mean there will
the
be
my
shit?
answer is simple. The only way that is left, the only possible way realistically is to get to know and reacquaint yourself with your maker.
Okay.
I think that's for
I agree
me.
with it.
Yeah.
It definitely, you have to know your creator because the creator
Because the
is
way
going to
things
let
are
you
going.
know that a lot of the stuff that's going on out here in life, in my perspective, is that there's a lot of games in games, in games, in games.
Mm.
And once you stop participating in the game, you ever seen that meme where it's like they have the Monopoly board and everyone has like their back crunched over?
Yes,
And
I've
it
seen
says
that
that
one.
all
Yeah.
you have to do is just
Yeah.
stop participating in their game.
Yeah.
If you just stood up,
Yep.
that's literally what it comes down to. If you do not participate in their games, you do not win in their game, you're not losing in their game.
Mm. Mhm.
And that means then there's no game.
Mm. Yeah. Well, that would have to be a collective effort to not participate in the game, though, right?
And that's what it
And
has to take
that's the
because they'll
difficult
single out the
issue.
one person who's not
Yeah.
trying to participate in the game
Oh.
to awaken the
The
masses, of
problem is that
course,
most people are comfortable and complacent to just go along with the
with the
game,
game. Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
They're
And
not.
that's what's sad about it.
Yeah. It's and this unfortunately, I think everyone, I mean, even myself, I'm guilty of it.
Oh, yeah,
And I think
of
I
course.
go through periods of being torn because I'm just like there's more. Is there more that I could do? But I think that we also need to also raise our consciousness. This we need to get beyond what we're seeing on our feeds on Instagram. The world is so much more than that. And the only way that we're going to be able to also get in tune with that and get in tune with ourselves is by spending time with ourselves. And I think that's the thing that's missing with these generations coming up is that a lot of the kids are not spending time with themselves to get to know themselves, to love themselves like we did in our generation. So I think you fall into the trap
Mhm.
of looking online for finding validation on what maybe like on how you're supposed to look, maybe how
Or
you
fame,
should, yeah, like
whatever.
things that you should probably be getting from your parents,
Mhm.
advice from your parents
And
on.
they go by all
Yeah,
trends and follow
how
fashion
you
and
should
all of
look, how
that
you
way
should
ago, and
dress,
that's what
exactly.
dignifies these youngins
Exactly.
on
You look up your
society.
favorite mumble rapper who wears nail polish. Suddenly, now you got nail polish on. I'm just saying.
There's
Exactly.
a great Rasta folk saying where it's like, Rasta not deal with technology too much because we're about reality and liberty.
Hmm. Consciousness.
So what's happening is that not many people in our eyes are dealing with reality so much. They're more going into technology. And then when you do that, are you really living? Because now you're living in technology more so than living life
Hmm.
of reality.
Live for
Well,
the life.
that's a difference between living free and living a slave. Living as freedom and
Agree.
slavery. That's what it is.
Live in the
Are you
machine.
subscribing to the program, to the slavery? You know, and I find it's just deeper and deeper. The more that things advance, is the more people I'm seeing subscribing to the slavery. You know,
Like,
and
I'm
it's
not
just
really
like,
into.
and it's like, and it's like the parents aren't conscious enough themselves to
Of
make
course
sure
they're
that
not.
their children are conscious of what they're doing. So you fall into a technology, like think about the households right now of the young people nowadays. technology driven Siri's in that house, right? Or Alexa's in the house. Or maybe you've got a voice operated microphone. I mean, microwave, sorry, microphone. I'm on a microphone. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, you know, these are all things that you have to factor in, you know.
But knowing that we kind of swayed off the topic, let's get back there to the Diddy because you had something coming up where 50 Cent now is coming
50
out.
Cent has been greenlit to release the documentary for Diddy on Netflix called Did He Do It?
Did he do it?
Did he do it?
So
Man,
did he and then
50,
do it
That's right.
with a question mark, most likely.
That's right.
50,
Oh boy.
50, 50,
50
50,
is crazy.
Well,
50.
knowing the way how this man
And he,
monopolized the
yeah,
power
yeah,
into a whole bunch of like different series,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised why Netflix didn't give him the green light because this guy knows how to multiply, or as the game is said, knows how to flip one thing to making it the next thing, then flip that one thing now to making it another thing
Everything he
as a
does
hustle. So,
is a hustle. Everything that guy does. Everything you think he's doing just because he's trolling, he's not just trolling.
oh,
There's
it's
something
methodically
coming
done,
out
man.
of that. And I think I started to realize that because I actually had unfollowed 50 one time already because I thought he was just way too petty. I'm like,
I love him.
brethren, you're up
I
in the
love him.
morning and the first thing you're on is someone dissing someone. And I'm just like, I couldn't get with it. But then I started to see that he started to become more and more successful and things like he's getting all these, you know, he
Oh,
goes
you
he
think
goes
50
from
Cent got
power
the
to now he's got the power book, then he's got BMF and all these things that he's doing and
yeah.
it's incredible and it's amazing and you have to think about where he started, what he's been through. And that's why I say, yeah, like I guess, it comes back to, I guess, I sound like a Saturday afternoon cartoon when I say, or commercial when I say,
The reason why I'm
you
bringing
can
up the
do it.
TV series,
You can do it.
the reason why I'm bringing up the TV series because what I feel with this TV series that 50 Cent's going to do to troll Diddy, and I do mean troll. Okay, as we all know, there are rumor allegations of other stuff that Diddy has done, like the death to Biggie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Death
Other
to Kim.
Could I
Saying
Kim
you're talking about
Porter,
Diddy? Yeah, Kim
yeah,
Porter too.
Kim Porter
speaking
too
of
as well.
Speculation. There's
So I have a
speculation.
feeling,
Alleged. We have to
yeah,
use allegedly.
allegedly,
Alleged speculation
and rumors,
that
yes.
and rumors that he had something to
okay,
do with or
c- c-
is the one who
But
unalived
let
her.
me
I want to
finish
just
though. In
ask a
regards to this,
question.
I'm feeling like 50's going to be doing episodes because it's a question mark. In regards to like saying, do you think that Diddy's involvement in this and have act like scenarios being played
Here's
out?
my question about 50
Because
and
50's
Diddy.
that dangerous to
He
date. So
is.
My
Yeah.
my question is what does he like? What's his history with him from back in the day? Like what does he have on it? Like like this karma shit. Like it seems like
Apparently,
what's up?
in the past, 50's been snubbed by Diddy.
Okay, all right.
enough of
I
them. Like
Yeah.
50
No,
was like
go
snubbed
on.
by almost every
W- w-
New York
Go on.
producer when he wanted to come into the game,
Yes, yeah,
as we are, it's
but
been well
but
documented.
him specifically, that's what I want to know. He had this thing on Diddy from time. That's what
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah.
The thing about it, I would say, I'm just speculation on it, is
Go on.
that Diddy doesn't know hits anymore
Mm, okay.
because it's been well documented from like since, what would you say, like what, 2008, 2009, like all of Diddy's albums, non-sellers.
Mm.
The artists that he's put them out is just really one or two song hit wonders. You don't hear about these people again.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had enough times to like work with like,
I don't think he had a successful group since I think his bad luck started when he did Making the Band.
yeah, I think right
If I
after
can
that,
remember right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
after that, with like Making the Band, where are these people? You don't hear
Yeah.
about an albums. You didn't hear like no
Yeah.
singles and everything.
Yeah.
For a whole entire show that you did on these individuals, he ruined enough people's careers.
Their careers didn't even start.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. And just like
Yeah.
as you were saying off air, all ruined like Craig Mack.
Yep.
Abstract rap now was like literally like done for. Like it was just about doing money raps
Yeah.
with Diddy.
Yeah.
Remix.
Remixes, of course, because he was like, what do they call it? Sampling like the other songs, as they were
Yeah.
saying, like hit
Yeah.
sampling out of
Yep.
all that.
Yep.
And now everybody got so used to it. It's like, okay, where's your creativity?
There's
now,
no
bro?
creativity now. Everybody does it. Everybody in your
Yeah,
auntie.
DJ
There's
Khaled's
been
been
so
doing it.
many
Like, yeah,
remakes. Every time I hear something, I'm like, I get excited and then realize it's not the song.
it's not the song. Yeah, like which one? There's like the Mariah Carey one that
Yes.
who like redid it over. Like now
Uh,
there's even like the
what's
one
her
with
name?
21
Lotto.
Savage.
Lotto did it over. It was a rapper Lotto. She did that
Yeah,
one.
like
More
21 Savage,
recycling.
which did with
More recycling.
Miss Fat Booty. They used that sample, and I was like thinking I
Mm,
was gonna be hearing Miss Fat Booty from Mos Def, and then I'm all of a sudden I'm hearing like 21 Savage and JID.
yeah.
No, don't get me wrong, it was a nice like remix, but I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, I was looking forward to hearing like Miss Booty from Mos Def. Yeah.
Recycling.
I can't be on it. I can't lie.
Recycling.
I honestly prefer the classic. I prefer an original. I'm not really like, I mean, I'll bop to a remix, something
One
that's
or two,
remade,
yeah.
but I mean, it's
A
not
lot
for
of
me.
laziness.
It's just not for me. Nothing's better than the classic jams for me.
Laziness.
Yeah.
Laziness.
again,
Yeah,
Laziness.
and yeah, I think that we grew up in a time where I think that's when sampling and all that stuff really became a thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, our music was had substance. There was a storyline. You there was a beginning, middle, and end. You understood what the they were like. There's always something like a message in the music.
Exactly.
Laziness.
And now what is now it's
There's nothing.
laziness.
Yeah,
It's
very
just
lazy.
it's just the
And
money, hoes,
I
cars,
said
and
and
wait,
it's like
clothes.
Gimmicks
no,
2000.
but it go.
Remember where Jamie Foxx used to work at? Gimmicks 2000. That's all that,
Yes.
and that's what people are calling artists
But the
these
thing
days.
is, you see
Gimmicks.
now, you said something.
Or
The
industry plans.
money though. You see, when they have a certain amount of money to pay for this, like say for the whole beat, like the remix and all of that. Oh, yeah, I have the money, so I don't have to get somebody else to do a beat and all of that. Let me just pay for this, and let me be lazy because I've been listening to this song anyway. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And
Yeah.
I have this song anyway.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion I come up with, because
Yeah.
how do they get the clearance
Yeah.
to do this, to put it on radio and all them thing? Then what you're saying, all these songs and stuff. How? Explain that.
You
Yeah,
mean
money talks.
a remake? Yeah, usually they have to
They have to clear
contact
it.
the actual original singer.
They have to clear it,
Exactly,
or
to get
the one
clearance.
who made the
Like even
beat
the
or
Burna
produced the
Boy
beat.
last
Last, yeah.
is literally Tony Braxton beat.
Yeah,
Go on.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
He
So they
had to
have to
get
get
clearance
clearance.
from her. And actually
And
she
she's
ended
getting
up
them.
performing
but
with him in
but not
concert too.
necessarily from her. It could be from the person who produced her,
Sure. Whatever,
Yeah,
whoever,
or
her
people's,
people.
or
it's the
whoever,
rights of
right?
like
Yeah.
who owns the
But it
rights
comes
of the
back to
song.
what you said, the money and all these stuff.
Yeah,
So if they have the money
because
to do it, they're well, bam, bam, bam. Let's
from
do
what I
this.
know, that
Yeah.
Burna Boy, like her percent, she was getting like more than 50% of like the sales literally off that Burna Boy track.
Yeah, residuals.
Yeah,
It's
Nothing wrong with
disgusting to
that.
me still.
As long as you come to me and
respectfully.
respectfully and be like, yo, I would like to use your song or whatever, I'm
What?
cool
To
with
be
that,
honest
but
with you,
don't use
okay, can I intervene here?
when these artists, when these people go out there and use artists
Wouldn't it
stuff and don't clear it, it's that's crazy
wouldn't
to
it
me.
be better to like actually have the artist and featured like it's a remix with the actual person and remix it with them? Like you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's
I would
it's
have
the
Yeah,
loved that.
original.
I mean that.
It's not, because look, you both said it. You're
Yeah,
expecting the original and all of that, right? So we don't want to hear the new person all over the song. Let's just get real here. We
that's
want
what
to
it
hear the
is.
original person. So why don't they work with the original person instead of they're all over the song. Is
But
anything wrong
that
with that?
no, but that's what usually happens in some cases. But typically, there's usually the remade version, and then like for example with Lotto, she came out with the Mariah Carey kind of
Yes, I
track,
remember
right?
that
Go
one.
on.
And then what
That was
happened?
the
Then
next level for me.
after that, she got her Mariah came on and did the remix with her, and they did an actual remix track.
Mhm.
So like that seems to be the way that I've seen a lot of
I
artists
actually
do things.
appreciate it being done that way
Yeah,
more
Yeah,
that
so
yeah,
yes,
than like
exactly.
yeah.
this is why, like I said, it's not a knock against like as I said earlier to 21 Savage and
But it'd be more
JID, but
Sorry, the
appreciation.
song was Big Energy. That's right. Big.
yeah, Big Energy,
I
yeah,
just yeah, and it's a cover of Fantasy by
Fantasy,
But it'd
that's
be
it.
more appreciation to the actual track from back in the day, and you're taking it now to make a old school thing into a new school swag.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So yo, like it's just
Well,
only right.
it's been literally been going on because I even remember when we were kids, and
Exactly.
everybody remembers the song. Literally, I can tell you this right now: Fuji's
Oh yeah, yeah.
"Killing Me Softly."
Yes.
Yes.
It's literally word for word of an old school song.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And you know, when I was a kid, I didn't realize it until I had a Caribbean teacher. He was Jamaican background, but the
Mhm.
guy looked Portuguese. Like I couldn't believe it. All
Mhm.
right, at that time. But that's for another story.
Yeah.
He literally comes up and he was just like, "Y'all don't even know the old school song," and then played it
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
us. And I was just like, wow, like Lauren Hill's just literally singing it almost like
Yeah.
word for
Of course she
word.
is. Of course.
But
Because
Yeah.
they got the clearance.
Yeah.
yeah, they got the clearance.
Yeah.
And we were all thinking like, oh my God, this is some like new wicked song. And
No.
it was
Exactly.
like, no.
No.
It
No.
ain't.
And I already knew what the original song was before hearing the Lauren
So
Hill version.
Yeah.
So it was fine. I understood that. Even my son, these kids now, they because of like you said, like we were saying, all the covers that are being used
yep.
now. My son comes and he's like, "Mom, this song, listen to the song. It's so good." And he
Hmm.
turns it on and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and I go, "Okay, hold on one second." And I go to YouTube.
Schooling him.
I go to YouTube and I look
Schooling
for
the
the
young
original.
lad.
You
Laddie.
know what? You know which song it was? Remember when Stranger Things came out?
Go on. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. And you
His
thinking,
song he was playing that Running Up the Hill song.
yeah.
That song's by Kate Bush.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay? So he's playing it. He's like, "Oh, look, this is from Stranger Things." And I said, "N- "Oh, you think so?" So I looked it up and I went, "Here. There's the video." And he was like, "Oh." And I go, "Yeah, that song's from the 80s, my love." You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
what I tell him is what I'm going to say now is uh nothing is new in this world, in this life that we live.
Well,
Nothing.
It's recycled, it's
Everything that go
innovative, not
just like we said, the
creative.
circle of life. But whatever, everything that goes around comes right back around. Everything you think is new. Look at fashion.
hmm.
Look at how many times the 70s, the 80s, and 90s have been recycled. Listen, they have 90s gear as Halloween costumes they had last year. What?
Yeah.
Oh boy, but man, this has been an interesting episode 3.
Yes,
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it
very
sure
Yeah,
has.
man.
interesting.
You know what I mean?
Shout
Straight
out to
up,
mommy. Shout out to
straight up,
mommy.
all
As a
goods
bless up mommy.
regulating. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
We get
Straight.
All
cussed.
right.
You
Yes. Blessed
done
by the
more.
cuss.
Mhm. Yeah,
We
man. But
had to get the
yo,
cuss. Yo. We
but
had to get it.
everybody still, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yes.
Straight
indeed.
up. Look
Thank you guys.
forward to next week,
We'll
episode 4.
we'll see you next week,
You
guys.
know what I
Have a
mean?
good night.
Straight
All
up
right.
goods. But if anything, if you know, DM us if you want any good topics to be like talked about. You
Yes,
know
for
what I mean?
sure. If you have
On the
any
on here, you know what I mean? Straight up
exactly
goods.
any
Don't
topics
be
you guys want us
shy.
to
Yeah.
discuss, please. Or if you have any questions, any things like if you're in a situation and you have want some advice, we can definitely try to give you some good advice as well.
You done know.
Yeah.
You
We
heard
don't
it
give
here
advice. We
first.
give options.
But prefer well, I will be giving out love advice. So hit
All
me up.
right. Well, you
Hit
heard it
me
here
up.
first from the uncouth truth. You done know from the Rastafari Samurai.
Never leaving you
Never leave
dry.
you dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.